We will not comply with these mandates, which have not been thoroughly vetted and proven to do more good than harm to our children.
Parents and families have packed heated local school board meetings since the start of the COVID-19 pandemic. We begin tonight with a look at area school board members through the eyes of local parents. Thanks for being with us tonight. I'm Nina Sperano. John Erickson is on assignment. We're now at the tail end of Wisconsin School Board Week, which aims to recognize education officials and districts across the state. NBC 26's Ben Boken surveyed local parents about the performances of their school boards since the start of the pandemic.
Until we can find a motion that does pass.
During the pandemic, school boards are tasked with issues like masking, quarantining, and keeping kids in class. As an Appleton parent, ABBEY GROSSKREUTZ is grateful.
I think they've done a really good job. I think the purpose of the school board, first and foremost, is the safety and the well-being of the kids and the families in the district and making sure people's needs are met.
The Wisconsin Association of School Boards declared early October Wisconsin School Board Week to show appreciation to members statewide. Parents like GROSSKREUTZ say it seems like an impossible job.
I don't really want to put myself in those shoes, to be honest with you. I commend them for what they do. I imagine they're under a lot of stress and a lot of pressure in a normal year. I cannot imagine how much that grew exponentially.
But as an Oshkosh parent, KRISTY Walsh is unsatisfied. She rates the experience with her local board a 1 out of 10.
2020 was a complete disaster because of the previous superintendent. It was just a disaster. And this year is a disaster.
Putting herself in the shoes of a member, Walsh has a plan.
I would surround myself with the like-minded people who are not money-driven, who are driven to make our kids the priority.
And since becoming a Manitowoc board member this year, Stacy Seldner understands where parents are coming from, unhappy or not.
It has become more disheartening about what is really going on in a school district and in a community that I call home.
Though she says she hasn't received much recognition during Wisconsin School Board Week, Seldner says that's not why she took on the job.
Whatever we need to do to make sure that each kid gets the best education, and if we have to make a lot of hard decisions to make that happen, then I'm okay being part of that team to do that.
In Green Bay, Ben Boken, NBC 26.